Hi everyone, Nicholas Lee here, and welcome to day 18 of the Duty to Sell challenge. And today is something very, I would say, important. Of course, every day is important, but today is particularly important because it relates to my own story. As you may know, my journey in selling started as me being absolutely terrible at selling, where I lost one of my good friends now, £30,000 in about 2 hours. At the time, I did not realize what was going wrong, why I could not sell, and eventually throughout the years, as I got better and as I look back on my journey, things are a bit clearer. And those learnings, those challenges, like we call it, those skills, is what allows me to, I would say now, teach you and help you to become aware of those things that may be holding you back. So, one thing I realized is that even though I had gone through videos of The Straight Line Persuasion by Jordan Belfort, like some of you may know, like The Wolf of Wall Street. Even though I had read some books with Grant Cardone, I had learned some scripts, I had learned some lines, some questions. One thing that I had not even considered, and that, to be honest, over my 5, 6, 7, 8 years of learning about selling, not many people talk about. And it's that whole concept of how important it is about how you perceive yourself, one, as a salesperson, but two, how you perceive the idea of selling. And when I look back, what I realized is the reason I could not sell at that point was a few things. One being it was a big amount, I wasn't comfortable doing it. Two being it was my first time doing this, I was very nervous. But I realized what was even more important was that I did not believe that I could sell, that I should sell, and I actually thought that it was too expensive. And this is something I pick up in quite a few of my mentees on the sales course I review, which, by the way, if you want me to do some sales course, let me know. There might be a fee somewhere, or if you're part of the VIP, or I think if you're part of the group coaching or the one-on-one mentorship, you do have access to some one-on-one call reviews, which I would say do take advantage of it, because the best way to figure out what's wrong is by looking at real life scenarios rather than theories. And very often I would literally listen to 5 to even 10 minutes of an hour of a call, and I would pick up a couple of things that will make massive differences in your performance. But one of the key things I realized was that sometimes, or many of the times, myself, my clients, they would be the ones creating objections. And by the way, if you want to get good at objections, do make sure that you go into the classroom and do take advantage of the Phase 2B, Mechanical Influence, about objection mastery, because I go in more detail about objections, how to handle them, why they're coming, how to stop them, all of those cool stuff. But the thing is, the reason I was terrible at selling at that point was that selling felt wrong to me. And it stayed there for a long time until I did some work about myself, about the concept of selling, and realized that selling was my duty. And this is the reason why I believe that this phase that you're going through right now, phase level 1, which is about self-influence, is one of the most important training you will go through with me. Because many people I've seen, they learn the scripts, and I was one of them, right? They learn the questions, they learn the word tracks to handle objections, they think they know how to handle objections, but if intrinsically or in the back of their mind, they don't think they should be selling, they don't believe they should be selling, then, like one of my other mentors used to say, they will leak the truth. Whether it's through the tone you're going to use, whether it's from your inability to hold eye contact, whether it's through the pace, the nervousness, quite a few things that can impact your sales conversation, even though you may have the right words. And that's why, like I've shared with you throughout this challenge, everything that I'm training you and teaching you and helping you do is so that deep down we are changing those beliefs, those identities, and building new habits that makes the rest a lot easier. Okay? In terms of analogies, people do call it, I think the hinge that opens the big doors. I don't really get it myself, but I get the concept that sometimes some little change at the root can have massive impact on the long run. If you think about it, think of it like a golf hit, like a golf course, right? If you're hitting a golf ball and it's going straight down the right path, but you're only 1 or 2 degrees off from the start, over a distance of 200 or 300 feet or yards, I think it's yards, you can see how much bigger that gap is. So by moving 1 degree to the left, you could be, 50 yards closer to the hole than you being 1 degree to the right. It may be hard to see now, so at some point maybe I'll do a video with a visual of it. But to me, those 1 to 2 to 3 degrees movement at the start of your shot is what we're doing in this 30-day challenge. And making one shift in your beliefs, making one shift in your identity as a salesperson, realizing that selling is your duty, I believe can help you double, triple your conversion rate without even you knowing the right questions, knowing how to handle objections. Because if you think about it, we all have those friends, right? We are all frustrated by them because they are what we call naturals. They never learn how to sell, they are just good salespeople naturally. They don't know the words, they don't know the questions, but they have the passion, they have the belief that it's their duty to sell. And for me, just allowing you to benefit from this, I know you will already increase your ability to sell. Not only to your clients, guys, but sell to yourself. And at the next layer, sell to your children, to your business partner, to your partner at home. All of this together has a powerful impact on your results. So let's dive into this now, okay? And it comes down to the belief. Because to me, selling used to feel wrong, okay? What changed was my beliefs around selling. And this is one of the most important reasons the Dragon's Mirror review. I mean, we're going to do the Dragon's Mirror review, but this is why I've created the Dragon's Mirror. As you may remember from day number 4, the first time you did the Dragon's Mirror was to take an inventory of where you were at the start of your journey with this training with me, at your start of your journey, potentially in sales. And maybe you've already been in sales before, but already take an inventory as to where you were at that point. Since then, as you went through the training, you would have learned a lot about selling, about your own awareness of selling, your own awareness of language. You would have learned about the value that you provide, the fact that if someone doesn't work with you, their life, not just today, but in the next 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, will be impacted. The cost of them not taking action, right? You would have learned why it's important to work with you, to buy from you, so that not only today, but in a year's time, in 2 years' time, in 5 years' time, how much more this will benefit them, allowing you to see the two paths as to where someone could go if they were to buy from you and not buy from you. And with this massive gap, that will have allowed you to see the real value that you bring to someone, not only from a monetary perspective, but from a relational perspective, from a health perspective, from a deeper level perspective in terms of confidence, right? So all of those we would have gone through. You would have also gone through rewiring your own language, realizing that you were born a salesperson. And all of those new beliefs will hopefully allow you now to reassess your own relationship with selling, allow you to reassess where you see yourself in terms of what you do and the importance of selling in your business, in your own lives. And this is why today I would suggest you fill this Dragon's Mirror again. I would call this actually snapshot number 2. So change this. Okay. So please do this now. You can pause the video, fill this in now. So snapshot number 2. The date, you want to change the date. For me right now is actually the 3rd of March, the 2nd of March 2026. And start to fill in those information now. Do not read where you were before, but just fill this in right now. And I will also fill one based on, I guess, where I think you could be or where I would have been had I learned all of the things I've shared with you very quickly. Okay, let me do that now so we have something I can share with you where to post and everything. Okay, so I filled out snapshot number 2. I put the date and I filled out those questions. Now, before answering those questions, or I would say when you're answering those questions, do not go back to snapshot number 1 to see what you've written. This needs to be your new inventory as to where you are today. Okay? Do not second guess, only answer them as if it's you are doing it for the first time. The goal of this is for you and for me to be able to reassess where you've grown in those past 18 days or past 14 days of going through the challenge. Now, you will realize that some of the answers, some of the questions and the answers you're going to give are going to be similar answers, but you will also realize that some of the answers would have evolved from the first time you've answered them. And to me, this is where the growth is happening. It will not be massive changes, by the way, so don't expect to see massive changes because there's still a lot to learn and to grow. But things like the way you're looking at yourself in terms of selling, the way you used to struggle with sales, even your ratings potentially will go up. Your awareness of provide hopefully will go up, because now, having done the Dragon Scales, having done the Dragon's Vault, having done the Dragon's Hoard, and working on your eye exercise, the Dragon's Eye exercise, I believe the language will be different. What you look at, how you express yourself will be different. And that's why for me it's hard to really see it, because I already know the things I know. But if you're someone completely new to this awareness level, to this way of thinking, I'm pretty sure in 14 days we can see massive growth happening. And that's what I'm looking for, and that's what I'm hoping to see. Okay? Now, what we want to do, we want now to share this with the community so people can also assess and see how much you've grown, but more importantly, you can go back and reassess how you've grown. So let me show you what I would suggest you do. Let me pause and let me create that and come back. Okay, so once you've created and you filled out this for your Dragon's Mirror, I would say you go to the community, click on the Dragon's Mirror section, and you will see right now there's only mine, of course, because I've not really shared this with anyone yet. So you will have a lot of people who would have filled out theirs, and what I would suggest you do another post with your new Dragon's Mirror. So the way you would want to do it, come to any post, find your own post if you want to, and what I would say is, actually you don't need to go and find, you come here, you find it from day completed, and you keep on going down up to the end of it. And then you come down here and you post it. Okay. Now, like I said, I like to have things cleaned up, but you can put here Nicholas, put your name. Okay, and then you could put Dragon's Mirror Day 18 GT to Sell Challenge. If you do want to put the date, do put the date too, because then it's going to be easier for you to find them in the future. Because the goal of this is so that, one, other people can see, and we can encourage ourselves into how we've grown and how we've improved, and everyone can then assess where they are on their journey. They can see the language, because when I read this, I will see a difference, I can promise you, in the words you're using, the language you're using to describe your situation. And this is how I know how much you've grown. To me, this is going to be massive, so that I can assess how well the training has been going and how much more I can do to make the training experience even better for you. Right now, it looks really good, right? We've put the date, okay, and then it's already chosen for Dragon's Mirror. We're going to post it. And as you can see, if you come down to the Dragon's Mirror, now you're going to have those two, right? So what's going to happen, the more you're going to do, the more you're going to find, you can now go back and revisit what you've written before. So it's going to be really awesome to see the growth in everyone's journey, because we're going to have one in another 9 days, and then after that I will share with you. But I would say, if you keep doing it every month or every 2 months, every 3 months, and you keep on working on that skill, especially as you keep on moving through phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, phase 5, you will see how much more you're going to learn about selling, how much more results you're going to get, how much your language is going to change. And to me, that's the most powerful thing when I work with people one-on-one, as a group, or as I read people's posts. I'm sure I will see so many changes in the language, and to me, that's going to be the best feedback I can get. But at the same time, if what I've shared with you doesn't make any sense, it's a bit confusing, feel free to come to the community, go to help, and just tell me where you're struggling. I'm here to help, because the more I can make it better for you, the more people will be able to benefit. Of course, that means I can help even more people. It make more money, help you guys make more money, and we all win together. Cool. So that's where we are. Let me see what else I need to cover into this training today. So as we've just done, I've explained to you the evolution of beliefs. Okay, we've done the review of your Dragon's Mirror. Okay, we've posted the findings in the community. Okay, your new selling belief. Okay, now at the end of the challenge, we will make a list of your new beliefs, and you will see how much it's grown. And I will give you a very, very powerful exercise to make it a 2+2 situation where those beliefs will be with you instantly. And again, all of those guys together will make you such a powerful salesperson, influencer, so you can make more money, you can help more people, and grow your business. Right now, what we're going to do next, we're going to complete the tracker and do what we do every day. Let's go with that. Let me pause, let me create the post, and I'll come back. Okay, so I've created this post here, and actually I need to add one more thing. Okay, so if you go below the video, you're going to see there's this post. Again, I've showed you many times, I know you know already, but this is how the 2+2 theory works. I'm going to keep telling you until it's drilled down and you just know what to do. So you will see the post just like this. It's now here for day 18. You click on it. Just to let you know, I've added this line for the Dragon's Mirror, so copy and paste this. If you've completed that, put a yes. If you haven't, put a no. Let's find the 5 good things for today. Okay. At the ahas, I hope there's a few ahas from what I've shared with you about updating your mirror, about doing it again. Add some new wins. Okay. And what we're going to do as well, I thought I would add this as well for you. Okay. Do add. Again, it's optional, so if you want to, because I know there's a lot of exercises, right? I do believe if you do all of them, you will get faster results. But if you don't want to do them all, that's okay as well. Again, everything you're doing is for you. It's not for me. I'm just here to give you some prescriptions, like a doctor. Now, if you take them, I know you will be better. If you don't, it's your choice. But I would say if you can work on those Dragon's Tongue exercise every single day and find 1, 2, or 3 for reason 1, to be aware that it's happening, meaning if you're getting negative thoughts, negative beliefs, negative wording coming to you, working on that reframe every single day will make you a new person in the next 60 to 90 days. The achievements, I would say do them on a weekly basis, maybe on a monthly basis, not a problem. But find 3 more if you want to. Same for the Dragon's Hoard. Every time you find those wins, guys, just add them to the list. Those are going to be massively powerful when times are tough. Because as we know, in life, things will be good, things will be bad. When things are good, everything looks amazing. But when things are bad, you can quickly go into a downward spiral when things are not great. Now, just to let you know, because I'm doing this training, I'm doing a lot of videos one after the other in the same day. I'm sure I can find 5 more though. I think I will still update this because I need to lead by example. So I'm going to still do one version for you here, and I'm going to keep doing them. So give me a second, let me finish this, and I'll post it so you can post it too. Okay, so what I've done, I've gone to comments, and I've copy pasted this and added my good things and my ahas and my wins, and the optional I will let you take care of this. What I would do though, now I'll leave it to you. This is just to remind you that if you keep doing those, you will see results. I will let you do what you want to do with them. Now we're gonna put a picture of this. Actually, I haven't finished it, so I'm gonna do this first. So we have watched this, we have done this, we have done that. We're gonna post, we're gonna do the aha, and we're gonna do the win. So let's screenshot this again. Boom. Copy paste. Doom doom doom. Okay, we're gonna then paste this here. Click here. And we're gonna add this link. All right. And remember, guys, you sharing your ahas and your wins is really what will allow you to get even better results, because everyone can learn from you. You sharing your ahas could bring some interesting conversations about what you've learned, what others have learned. You sharing your wins will get really a lot of support from others. Even if you're struggling, people will be there to help you. So to me, this is such a great thing to do. Now, the other things we want to do now is we want to go and post all of those. So we're going to go and open in the community a new tab. Come here. Actually, you want to go straight to the dragon's eye. Okay, and then you're going to put this in there. Control X to delete this, and Control V to copy and paste that here, and then we're done with this one. We're going to then do this one for the ahas. So you're going to click on ahas, do this one, and then we're going to post it in the ahas, and then we're going to do duty to send the wins. We're going to do the wins. Okay, now the last thing to do, make sure you do that, is you find the three dots, find the copy link, and you're going to add the link in here. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. Hopefully that was helpful. And remember, if you're struggling today, if things are not going your way, come back to this, man. That's the reason I'm doing this. Go to the ahas, see what others are learning, share what you're learning, have conversations, improve on your understanding, ask me questions. If you're struggling for closes or deals, you haven't closed a deal in a few days, go here and read what others are doing. You will see there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. If you're struggling, do ask any questions in the help section. Dragon's Mirror, look at what others have said, how they are improving their belief in sales. If you want to find what others are seeing more as positive things in life, come here and read that. This is what I'm doing, and hopefully that helps. And again, if you feel Dragon's Tongue would be a good one to have, let me know. And just feel free to share and post your Dragon's Tongues as you go along. I just thought I'd keep it tight, but if you feel this would be helpful, let me know. All right, guys, that's it from me, and I'll speak to you.